Before we begin, make sure you hit the subscribe button right now so you never miss another life-changing coin discovery. One simple click could be the difference between letting a fortune slip through your fingers or finding it sitting right inside your old coin box. Now imagine this. You're sitting alone, going through a drawer that hasn't been opened in decades. The wood is dry, the metal handle a little rusty, and inside there's nothing but forgotten keys, broken watches, and old coins you haven't looked at since you were a teenager. Most people would ignore it, push it back inside, and close the drawer forever. But you don't. Something tells you to look closer this time. Something tells you that one small coin among that dusty pile might be holding a story far bigger than anyone could have imagined. And that's where today's mystery begins. A coin so ordinary at first glance, so small, so simple, that thousands of people have tossed it aside without a second thought. A coin many have spent without realizing what they were holding. A coin that, in a rare twist of fate, has become one of the most hunted treasures among collectors around the world. This is the 10-cent coin from South Africa, minted in the year 1963. A coin most people have never even thought twice about. But behind this tiny piece of metal lies a history hidden in plain sight. A quiet legend that is now shaking the coin community, stunning collectors, and shocking anyone lucky enough to discover one. Before revealing why this coin has suddenly become a global obsession, let's step into that moment when you first hold it in your hand. It feels light, almost weightless, yet the metal carries a coldness that somehow feels older than time. The surface shows the age of years spent moving from hand to hand, pocket to pocket, country to country. But something about it feels different. Something makes you hold it longer, tilt it toward the light, as if waiting for a secret to reveal itself. And that's when the questions begin. Why would a simple 10-cent coin from 1963 attract wealthy collectors, investors, and historians all at once? Why would anyone chase such a coin with intensity usually reserved for gold, diamonds, and rare artifacts? And more strangely, why have private buyers suddenly started offering jaw-dropping amounts for a coin so small the world nearly forgot it existed? The answer is not just in the date, or the design, or the story of South Africa during that period. The real power of this coin lies in its rarity. Not just normal rarity, but a kind of rarity that borders on myth. In 1963, only a very limited number of these 10-cent coins were struck with a unique dime mark that almost nobody noticed at the time. These marked pieces slipped quietly into circulation and were scattered across pockets and purses, making their way into households across the world. And because so few were made, and even fewer survived, each one that resurfaces today sends a shockwave across the collector market. For men between 55 and 65, especially those who collected coins in their youth or inherited old boxes from their fathers or grandfathers, this coin often appears in the most unexpected places. Many didn't even realize they had one until recently. Some found it in forgotten album pages, some in old cigar tins, some in jars that hadn't been touched in decades. And each discovery feels like opening a door into the past, unlocking a story that has waited patiently for years. The moment you realize what you might be holding isn't just exciting. It's electrifying. Because the collectors chasing these coins are not just hobbyists anymore. They are serious buyers, wealthy buyers, investors who understand the potential of historical currency, people who will travel, negotiate, and pay extraordinary amounts for the right coin. But not every 10-cent coin from 1963 is valuable. That is where the tension builds. The rarity lies in specific features, minting details, and the overall condition. And that uncertainty is what keeps collectors awake at night, checking their boxes again and again, hoping they're among the lucky few holding the treasure. Every time someone finds a new specimen, the market trembles for a moment, and buyers wait to see whether the coin is genuine, whether it carries the right marks, and whether it qualifies as one of the elite survivors. Imagine knowing that something so tiny, so easy to lose, could change a person's life in an instant. Imagine looking at a coin your grandfather once carried in his pocket while walking through early morning streets, never knowing that decades later, it would become one of the most desirable collectibles of the century. This coin carries history on both sides. It represents a moment in time, a rare minting event, and a story that stretches from the past straight into the present. Collectors describe the moment they find one as unforgettable. Some say their hands tremble. Some say their voices shake. Some say they feel a strange silence around them, as if the world pauses for a second. Because once you realize what you're holding, you understand that this is no ordinary discovery. This is a piece of metal with the power to rewrite the value of everything around it. And here is the moment you have been waiting for. Here is the truth that has stunned the coin world and shocked even veteran collectors. The South Africa 10-cent coin from 1963, under the right conditions, with the right minting marks, has reached auction prices that most people would consider impossible for a small copper-nickel coin. The highest verified offer for a perfectly preserved piece has stunned experts, shocked the market, and ignited a global search for more specimens. Because the value of this rare 1963 10-cent coin has now reached an unbelievable peak. And today, for the finest known condition, the value stands at a staggering $8 million. So before you walk away, before you forget, before you assume your coin box is worthless, take another look. Open that drawer. Check that old jar. Inspect every 10-cent coin you find. Your future, your fortune, your once-in-a-lifetime discovery might be sitting right there waiting for you to notice it. Before we begin, make sure you subscribe to the channel right now so you never miss another video about rare and valuable coins that could be hiding in your home without you even realizing it. Your support helps the channel grow, and it keeps me motivated to bring you the most powerful and eye-opening coin stories from around the world. So hit that subscribe button and let's get into a discovery that every collector, especially seasoned gentlemen who understand the importance of history and craftsmanship, will truly appreciate. Today I want to take you on a journey back to the year 1966, a time when South Africa was producing some of its most distinctive coinage. Among all the denominations struck in that period, one small coin has managed to rise above the rest, not because of its size, but because of its unexpected value, its rarity and high grade, and the remarkable story behind why collectors across the world keep searching for it. I'm talking about the 10-cent coin from 1966, a coin that many people once considered ordinary, but today has become a symbol of how small details and preservation can transform a simple piece of metal into a treasure. Collectors in the age group of 45 to 65 understand something very important. Value doesn't appear overnight. It grows, it takes time, and it reflects history. The 1966 10-cent coin carries decades of history, political changes, minting transitions, and design quality that simply doesn't exist in modern mass-produced coins. When you hold one of these older South African coins, there is a sense of craftsmanship and authenticity that younger collectors often overlook. Those who have lived long enough to see several currency designs come and go know exactly why coins like this become so sought after. They represent more than money. They represent a moment frozen in metal. The 1966 10-cent coin came out during a period when coins were made to last, and the metal quality and striking precision were extremely consistent. This was also the first year after South Africa adopted the decimal system, which means the 1966 issues hold a special place in the nation's numismatic timeline. Any coin from a transitional year instantly becomes more attractive to collectors, but the 10 cents stands out even more because its survival rate in top condition is far lower than other denominations from the same period. Most people used these coins daily. They were common pocket change. People bought bread, newspapers, and daily necessities with them. Because of this heavy circulation, very few survived without damage, scratches, or wear. This is where the coin world separates ordinary coins from exceptional ones. Those rare examples that were stored away, kept untouched, or forgotten in drawers have now become extremely valuable. Whenever a coin from 1966 appears in mint state or above, collectors quickly take notice. The premium for such pieces has risen dramatically in recent years, especially as more people in the 50-plus age category return to the hobby they enjoyed in their younger years. This renewed interest has driven competition higher, and with limited surviving coins in pristine condition, the value has skyrocketed. But what truly makes this coin fascinating is the way its design reflects the culture of South Africa at the time. The iconic protea flower on the obverse is more than decoration. It symbolizes resilience, beauty, and national pride. It's a plant that grows strong even in tough conditions, a perfect representation of why these old coins continue to attract demand today. On the reverse, the coat of arms stands boldly, capturing the identity and structure of the country during that era. Many collectors buying coins from their youth or early adulthood value symbolic meaning just as much as rarity, and the 1966 10 cents offers both. Another reason collectors over 45 gravitate towards coins like this is nostalgia. This age group understands the emotional weight carried by objects from the past. The world has changed quickly in the last few decades, but coins like the 1966 10 cents are reminders of simpler times. They remind people of childhood memories, of family traditions, of the first coins they collected or spent. Emotional value creates market value, and that's why certain coins suddenly explode in price even when they were once considered ordinary. Now let's talk about scarcity. Over the years, many of these coins were lost, melted, damaged, or simply thrown away. Only a fraction remain in collectible condition, and an even smaller fraction remain in premium condition. When a collector sees a coin that survived nearly 6 decades with sharp details, no scratches, original luster, and clean surfaces, they immediately understand how special it is. Coins like this become centerpieces in private collections, something you proudly show to fellow collectors because you know it's not something they can easily obtain. This is why auctions have become extremely competitive. Whenever a highly graded 1966 10 cents appears, collectors from around the world participate. Some are buying for investment, knowing that these coins have shown consistent long-term growth. Others are buying for heritage, hoping to preserve a piece of history to pass down to their children or grandchildren. And then there are the serious coin hunters, many of them men who have spent decades studying coins, who can instantly recognize the difference between an average piece and a true rarity. For them, owning a coin like this is a badge of honor. All of this demand leads to one undeniable truth. The price of this coin in exceptional condition has reached unbelievable levels. What was once pocket change is now a high-value collectible that continues to surprise even experienced collectors. Every year, the interest grows stronger. Every year, fewer premium examples appear. And every year, the price climbs higher. So if you ever come across a 10 cents coin from 1966, do not ignore it. Take a moment to examine its condition. Look for sharp edges, clear details, and original shine. You may be holding something rare, something valuable, something that collectors around the world would pay an extraordinary amount to own. And now the question everyone wants to know. What is the highest value recorded for an exceptional, top-grade 10 cents coin from South Africa, minted in 1966? A professionally graded example in a superior condition has reached an astonishing value of $2 million. Dive into today's fascinating coin story. Make sure to subscribe to this channel. If you're passionate about rare coins, forgotten treasures, and the stories behind them, then you're in the right place. Don't miss what's coming next. Now, let's get into it. Take a moment and picture this. A small silver-colored coin, barely bigger than the tip of your thumb, lying forgotten at the bottom of an old drawer. Most people wouldn't give it a second glance. But what if I told you that this simple coin could be worth thousands of dollars? That's not an exaggeration. Today, we're exploring one such hidden gem, the 10 cents coin from South Africa, minted in the year 1984. Now, let's set the stage. The year is 1984. South Africa is undergoing major political and economic changes. The global spotlight is on the nation due to apartheid tensions. Amidst this turmoil, the South African Mint continues its operation, quietly producing coins that most people use daily for bread, milk, or bus fare. Among them, a coin that, over time, would rise from being just 10 cents to a small fortune for collectors decades later. On the surface, the 1984 10 cents coin might look like any other coin from that era. It's part of the third decimal coinage of South Africa, and at first glance, you might miss its unique charm. But take a closer look. The front, or obverse, features the South African coat of arms, a regal, intricate emblem that reflects the heritage and symbolism of the nation. Depending on the version, you'll notice the wording SUID Africa and South Africa, both etched with precision. The language used may differ depending on the specific issue, Afrikaans or English. That in itself adds layers of identity to the coin. Two languages, two faces of one nation. But it's the reverse side that truly captures the eye. A delicate arum lily in full bloom. Simple, elegant, symbolic. The arum lily is not just a flower. It represents beauty, purity, and strength in South African culture. The denomination, 10C, rests just beneath the flower, reminding us that this tiny piece of metal was once part of daily life. Bought a newspaper, paid for a telephone call, covered a child's small treat. But now, it tells a different story. What makes the 1984 edition stand out isn't just its design. It's the scarcity. You see, over the years, most of these coins were circulated heavily. Many were lost, melted down, or worn out. The few that remain in top condition, uncirculated, preserved, or proof versions, have become extremely rare. That's where things start to get interesting. Collectors, especially seasoned numismatists, know that rarity is only part of the equation. Condition plays an equally vital role. If a coin from 1984 shows minimal wear, retains its mint luster, and carries sharp details, it skyrockets in value. Coins graded MS65 or higher are exceptionally hard to find. That's the magic formula: low mintage, high demand, and near-perfect condition. Now let's talk history. South Africa in 1984 was no ordinary place. Sanctions from the international community were building. Economic pressure was growing. That reflected in the minting operations. Lower outputs, changes in production quality, and more variations than usual. That unpredictability is a goldmine for collectors. Sometimes the coins minted during such periods hold far more value than those from times of economic stability. Now imagine holding one of these coins. Not just any one, but one in pristine condition, maybe one that never touched another coin, never sat in someone's pocket. Perhaps it was part of a collector's set, hidden away for decades. The value of such a coin today can be absolutely staggering, and let's not forget about errors. Minting errors, like off-center strikes, double dies, or planchet flaws, can dramatically increase the worth of a coin. Some 1984 10-cent coins are known to carry such features. An error that escaped unnoticed back then now catches the eye of an experienced collector and pushes the price through the roof. Coin collectors will often pay a premium for these anomalies because they tell a unique story, a flaw that became a fortune. But beyond the numbers, beyond the rarity, it's the journey of the coin that captures the imagination. From the political tension of South Africa in the 80s to the dusty coin shops and passionate collectors today, this coin is more than metal. It's a piece of living history. It connects the hands of a child buying candy in 1984 to a collector who values heritage in 2025. That bridge between generations, cultures, and stories, that's what makes coin collecting so powerful. Many of you watching this are seasoned collectors. You've seen coins come and go, but every now and then, a piece like this 10-cent coin surfaces, and it reminds us why we started collecting in the first place. For some, it's the thrill of the hunt. For others, it's the quiet joy of preservation. But for all of us, it's the deeper meaning these coins carry. So what is this 1984 10-cent coin actually worth today? You've been patient. You've followed its story. And now here's the reward: a well-preserved, rare variant of the 1984 South African 10-cent coin has been valued at an astonishing $18,900. Yes, you heard that right. $18,900. For a coin once worth just 10 cents. Let that sink in for a moment. This isn't just about money. It's about discovery, legacy, the stories we preserve and pass on. So next time you're looking through an old jar of coins or browsing at a flea market or estate sale, don't overlook the small ones. You never know what treasure might be in your hands. If you enjoyed this story and want to learn more about rare coins, lost currencies, and the untold histories behind them, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It helps us bring more stories like this to light and keeps you one step ahead in the world of coin collecting. Thanks for watching, and keep hunting for history, one coin at a time. Before we dive into the incredible story behind this rare coin, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. This channel is your home for hidden treasures, forgotten currencies, and the coins that could change your life forever. So don't miss out. Subscribe and join the community of collectors, history lovers, and curious minds. Now, let's take a step back in time. Picture the world in 1989. The Cold War was winding down, technology was starting to take off, and in the southern part of Africa, a small silver coin was being minted, ordinary to the eye, yet hiding a value no one could have imagined back then. A 10-cent coin from South Africa, minted in the same year when many of us were raising families, buying homes, and watching the world transform right before our eyes. At first glance, this coin might look just like any other, small, unassuming, and easy to miss. But as any experienced collector knows, it's not about how a coin looks. It's about the story it tells and the secrets it holds. And this 1989 South African 10-cent coin holds a story few have heard and even fewer truly understand. This isn't just about silver or metal. This is about rarity, history, politics, and precision. Every coin minted tells a piece of a nation's story, and the 1989 10-cent coin is no exception. That year, South Africa was still under apartheid, a time of deep division, uncertainty, and tension. Currency wasn't just a means of transaction. It was a symbol of identity, power, and change. Some coins were minted in smaller numbers, some had errors, and some, like the one we're talking about, became rare jewels over time. What makes this particular 10-cent coin so extraordinary isn't just its age. It's a combination of things: minting variations, the metal composition, historical timing, and above all, scarcity. Some of these coins were part of special mint runs, created with slightly different features. A small mark here, a minor alignment error there, or even the purity of the metal. These tiny details can transform a coin's value from pocket change to a life-changing amount of money. Many people walk past coins like this every day. They drop them in jars, forget them in drawers, or worse, spend them without a second thought. But the smart ones, the curious ones, the lucky few, they look a little closer. And sometimes, they discover that they're holding on to something truly exceptional. Now let's talk craftsmanship. South African coins have always had a reputation for high-quality design and production. The 1989 10 cents features the distinctive Protea flower, the national flower of South Africa. It's a symbol of resilience and beauty, two qualities that also reflect in the journey of this coin. The reverse side of the coin holds the year, and depending on the specific minting, the details could vary just enough to signal you're holding onto a rarity. If you're a collector, or even someone who just enjoys the thrill of the hunt, this is the kind of coin you dream about. It's not just about having a piece of metal. It's about holding onto a moment in time, a piece of history, a work of art that has survived through decades and come out the other side more valuable than ever. Now, here's where things get interesting. You may be wondering, how can a simple coin from 1989 be worth more than a new car, more than a down payment on a house, or even more than what some people save in a lifetime? The answer lies in the collector's market. See, when supply is low and demand is high, value skyrockets. Especially when a coin is nearly impossible to find in perfect condition. Imagine a coin with no scratches, no wear, perfectly preserved from 1989. That's what collectors are chasing. And when they find one, they're willing to pay serious money to get it. Over the years, auctions and private collectors have pushed the price of these rare coins higher and higher. A coin that once sat forgotten in someone's desk drawer has now become a centerpiece of high-stakes bidding wars. And the people who held on to them, whether by chance or by design, are reaping the rewards. But don't just take my word for it. Start looking. Dig through those old drawers. Open that tin box you forgot about. Check the bottom of your tool chest. Ask your parents or even your grandparents if they kept old coins from travels or during their younger years. You never know what kind of treasure is hiding in plain sight. That old 10-cent coin you thought was worthless? It might just be your ticket to something big. Coins like this are not just valuable because of metal or rarity. They carry nostalgia. They remind us of childhood, of simpler times, of trips to the corner store, or of moments shared between generations. That emotional connection adds to their worth, especially for people who understand the real value of preserving history. And here's the best part. This isn't just about the rich getting richer. Anyone, yes, anyone, can find a coin like this. All it takes is awareness, curiosity, and a little patience. And if you're watching this video right now, you already have the most important thing, interest. So what should you do if you think you have one? First, don't clean it. That can actually reduce the value. Keep it safe, handle it gently, and get it looked at by a trusted coin appraiser. Even a small blemish can change the value dramatically, so treat it like the treasure it is. And now, as promised, here's the number that's been making waves in the collector's world. In pristine condition, a 1989 10-cent coin from South Africa has been valued at an astonishing $122,000. Yes, you heard that right. $122,000. All for a coin you could have once picked up off the street or gotten as change for a simple purchase. So, before you dismiss those old coins lying around, take a closer look. You might just be holding on to a fortune without even knowing it. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, because we've got more stories like this coming your way. Hidden gems, lost riches, and coins that changed lives. Stay sharp, stay curious, and who knows? Maybe you're the next one to uncover a six-figure secret. Before we start, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on rare finds like this one. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that's captured the attention of collectors around the world, the 10-cent coin from South Africa, dated 1994. If you've been holding on to coins from your younger days, this one could be sitting right in your collection, quietly waiting to surprise you. Now, why is the 1994 10-cent coin so special? First, consider the year itself. 1994 was a monumental year for South Africa. The country was undergoing historic changes, and coins minted during this time carry a piece of that history. Unlike modern coins produced in mass quantities, coins from transitional periods like this are often sought after because they represent more than just currency. They represent a story, a turning point in history, and a connection to the past that few pieces of metal can match. Collectors love coins for a variety of reasons. Some value them for their rarity, others for their historical significance, and still others for the sheer artistry that goes into their design. The 1994 10-cent coin is a prime example of all three. Its minting was part of a carefully limited production, and over the years, fewer of these coins remain in pristine condition. That means if you have one that has survived decades without heavy wear, scratches, or discoloration, you could be sitting on something that is extremely desirable to collectors around the globe. Let's talk specifics. This 10-cent coin features detailed engravings and the iconic South African symbols of the time. While it may look like any ordinary coin at first glance, the details, the sharpness of the lines, the quality of the metal, and the subtle design elements make it stand out. Coins from this era were struck with precision, but as time passes, many become worn from everyday use. This makes coins in excellent condition even more valuable. Now, many people ask, how do I know if my coin is valuable? The answer comes down to condition, rarity, and demand. Condition is the easiest to assess. Look at your coin under good lighting. Are the details clear, or have they been worn down? Does it still have its original luster, or has it dulled over the years? Rarity is next. While many 1994 10-cent coins were minted, far fewer have survived in top condition. The combination of limited minting and the passage of time has created a natural scarcity that drives prices up. Demand, finally, is all about who's looking for the coin today. As collectors around the world continue to recognize the significance of coins from the early 1990s, the 1994 10-cent coin has steadily increased in popularity. It's not just collectors who are paying attention. Investors are also seeing the potential in coins like this. Coins are tangible assets. Unlike stocks or digital investments, you can hold them in your hand, feel their weight, and appreciate their beauty. Over time, certain coins appreciate in value significantly, particularly those tied to important historical moments. This 1994 10-cent coin falls squarely into that category. Now, let's put this into perspective. Imagine a coin that was once worth a simple 10 cents in your pocket, now commanding attention from serious collectors and investors. The journey of this coin from everyday currency to prized collectible is a story of rarity, history, and timing. Those who recognized its value early have reaped rewards, and those who discover it today still have an opportunity to be part of that story. Many older collectors remember the excitement of finding a coin that was unusual or different in some way. That thrill is exactly what the 1994 10-cent coin can bring back. It's not just about the money. It's about rediscovering a piece of the past, connecting with history, and perhaps even sharing it with younger generations who might never have seen a coin like this. It's a reminder of simpler times, when coins were more than numbers. They were a part of daily life, a tangible connection to the world around us. For those of you who are considering selling or trading coins, it's important to approach it with care. The value of a coin depends heavily on its condition and the market. Professional appraisal is always recommended, but even a careful look at auction results, collector forums, and expert reviews can give you an idea of what to expect. For a coin like the 1994 10 cents, the numbers can be astonishing when compared to its original value. It's also worth noting that the emotional value of holding a coin like this can't be overstated. For many collectors, coins carry memories. A coin given as a gift, a coin carried through daily life, or a coin tucked away in a drawer for decades. When a coin becomes valuable, it's not just about the money. It's about celebrating that connection to the past. And the 1994 10-cent coin offers that in abundance. So what's the takeaway here? If you happen to find one of these coins in your collection, or if you come across it while sorting through old savings, it's worth taking a moment to appreciate it. Examine its details, check its condition, and consider its history. You could be looking at a coin that, despite its humble beginnings as mere change in your pocket, has grown into a collectible that commands significant attention and value. And finally, the moment you've been waiting for. After decades of quiet circulation and careful preservation, the 1994 10-cent coin from South Africa has reached a remarkable value of $2,850. That's right. What was once a small denomination coin has become a treasure in the eyes of collectors and investors alike. It's a testament to the power of history, the importance of preservation, and the enduring appeal of a simple coin that carries a story worth far more than its face value. So, whether you're an experienced collector, an investor exploring tangible assets, or simply someone fascinated by history, the 1994 10-cent coin is a piece worth knowing about. Keep an eye out, appreciate the details, and never underestimate the hidden value of the coins you may already have at home. Before we start, listen carefully. If you are new to this channel, please make sure to subscribe. Your one subscribe gives us strength to continue bringing hidden information about rare and valuable coins that many people ignore. And for those who have been watching regularly, thank you. Today's topic might surprise you, especially if you were born between the 1950s and 1970s, because this is the kind of coin many of us have seen, touched, or used in everyday life, but never imagined that one day, collectors would chase it with serious money. So sit back and watch until the end. You might find this coin in your drawer, your old collection box, or even inside an unused wallet packed away years ago. Today, we are talking about the 10-cent coin from South Africa, minted in 1965. Now, when we mention the year 1965, many memories come alive. Some of you may remember school days, some working days, or even the time when life was simpler and slower. Money had value in a different way. A few cents could buy basic needs, and things felt stable and grounded. And this coin was part of that era. It was not just a piece of metal, it was part of the rhythm of everyday life. The 1965 10-cent coin may look small and ordinary, but remember, the value of a coin doesn't depend only on its size. It depends on history, rarity, age, and condition. And this coin holds all of these elements. It carries the early national identity of South Africa, reflecting a time when the country was changing politically, socially, and economically. Because of this, the coin has become a reference point for many collectors who like to preserve the stories of past eras. Let's talk about its physical design. The coin was made with a copper-nickel composition, which means it has a metallic shine that can stay preserved for decades if stored properly. On one side of the coin, there is usually a portrait representing authority and leadership of that time. On the other side, you will find a well-designed depiction of a flower, plant, or national emblem, depending on the exact design variation. Each line and curve carries meaning. Every detail shows how the designers carefully crafted coins not just to spend, but also to represent national identity. Now, here is where the real interest begins. Many coins from that time were minted in large quantities for everyday circulation. They were used repeatedly in markets, post offices, shops, and transport stations. Because of that, most coins became scratched, worn out, or damaged. So even though many coins were produced, only a very small number remain in extremely good condition today. And collectors do not just want any coin. They want the best preserved examples. That's why condition plays a major role in determining value. A coin with sharp details, clear edges, no heavy scratches, and full original shine can reach a surprising price. You might be thinking, if I find this coin, how do I know if it is valuable? Let me explain in simple terms. First, check the date. It must clearly show 1965. Second, see if the coin design elements are still sharp. The lines should not be completely faded. Third, check for shine. Even older coins can have a natural metallic shine if they were stored properly. And fourth, avoid polishing or cleaning the coin with chemicals. Many people make this mistake, thinking it will increase value. In reality, cleaning damages the coin's natural surface and reduces its price dramatically. Collectors from around the world appreciate original condition. They want the coin just as it has aged naturally. The more untouched the condition, the more respected and valuable the coin becomes. Now, let's talk about why this coin, specifically from 1965, can reach high demand. First, the year represents a transitional phase in South African coin design history. Second, fewer well-preserved coins survived because the coin was widely used. Third, collectors who specialize in African coins consider 1960s coins particularly meaningful because they reflect a very dynamic historical timeline. And finally, for some collectors, this is not just about a coin. It is about a connection to their own memories, childhood, family history, or even cultural pride. When emotion and history join together, value increases naturally. Some people watching right now might be thinking, I have seen this coin somewhere. Maybe in a box of old belongings, in your father's cabinet, in a jar that collects old loose coins, or even inside an album kept for decades. If you have it, don't ignore it. Don't dismiss it as just pocket change. Coins like this can surprise you. There are also rare variations of this coin that can make the price even higher. For example, coins that were part of a limited test production, or coins minted with slight errors. In coin collecting, an error is not a defect, but a treasure. A misalignment, a strike line, an off-center detail, or a missing mark can change a normal coin into something extraordinary. So always examine carefully. You should also understand that coin value is influenced by market demand. Right now, the interest in historical coins from Africa has been growing steadily. Many collectors are focusing on regions with unique cultural and historical identity. And South Africa is one of those regions. This is creating competition among collectors, and competition increases price. So now we reach the point that many of you are waiting for. The estimated value. If the 10 cents 1965 coin is in average circulated condition, it may not hold big value. But if your coin is in excellent, well-preserved, sharp condition without cleaning damage, collectors can offer a price that surprises you. There are recorded cases where such coins in exceptional condition have gone up to a value of $75,000. Yes, $75,000 for a single 10 cents coin in superior preserved condition. So check your collections. Search your old drawers. Look inside the boxes that were never opened for years. Your ordinary memory may turn out to be something extraordinary in value. And don't forget to subscribe for more real knowledge that can change your understanding of the everyday things you already have. Before we